Telephone?
Okay, Baruch Hashem, we want to go together over the halachot of the blowing of shofar. Over here, if you see, there is tashrat, and again tashrat. And then we have tashat. Then we have the tarat. The proper length of blowing of the tekiyah of tashrat, there is debate about over here. The Rabbi Mazu says it's supposed to be 6 seconds. Then you're supposed to breathe between the tekiyah to the shvarim. Take a breath, and the shvarim is supposed to be at least 3 seconds. So two, a little less than 3 seconds. Two. You're not allowed to breathe during the two. Asur to breathe. Then between shvarim and tru'ah, there is debate between the Ramban and Rabbeinu Tam. Ramban said, not allowed to breathe in between shvarim to tru'ah. If you breathe between shvarim and tru'ah, you made it 2 voices, and it's supposed to be Yom Teruah Yelachem, it's supposed to be 1 voice. So therefore, between shvarim and tru'ah, says the Ramban, asur to breathe. But at the same time, you're also not allowed to make it continuous without a stop. So you cannot go two right away. You're supposed to be going two, stop without breathing. Then two. After you finish the tru'ah, supposed to be 3 seconds as well. You cannot have interruption between the tru'ah to the tekiyah. And a common mistake of blowers is the follows. Many times you hear this two at the end. This two at the end, what did I just made? I made shever. And it's supposed to be tekiyah. After tru'ah, it's supposed to be tekiyah. So if you made a two at the end, what did you just did?
Shever.
You made a shever. So this shever interrupted between the tru'ah to this tekiyah. So therefore, the blowers have to be going like this. After the tru'ah finishes, the last voice, it make it short. You see, the tru'ah, the last voice was short, as tru'ah supposed to be, and then I went to do tekiyah. So the breakdown is 6, 3, don't breathe, just stop. Another 3 for tru'ah, breathe. For tekiyah, 6. 6, 3, 6. Like this we repeat 3 times. After you finish that line, in Tekiyot Yoshev, the Arizal says they're supposed to have vidui, supposed to confess. There is text in this siddur. In Hebrew, there is in the Germizian Siddur. In English, they have it. Germizian Siddur, they have it in English. So the Baal Tokeh is supposed to be over here stopping. After you finish the 1, 2, 3 times Tashrat, stop here. Give the people a minute or 2, depends on the people. Or Letzion says add, in the people's Siddurim, they should add before Yom Tov, before Shabbat, add in their own words things that they have to confess. This year I was chas v'shalom doing forbidden things in this way, forbidden things in that way. Everyone knows. Yodei alev marat nafsho. Everyone knows that what's inside his heart that he did wrong. Ga'ava wise, kin'ah wise, taharut wise, lying wise. Kol echad yodea. After you stopped here, you gave people a minute and a half, 2 minutes. You bang again, so people will not continue confess. And you should confession according to Rav Ovadia, the vidu is supposed to be just with the eyes, not with words, according to Rav Ovadia. Then you start the tashat. Tashat, the breakdown is 3 seconds for tekiyah, not like the tashrat tekiyah that was 6 seconds. The tashat tekiyah is 3 seconds. The shvarim is 2, 3 seconds. And then tekiyah again, 3 seconds. Between tekiyah and shvarim, breathe. Between shvarim and tru'ah, and tekiyah again, breathe. Then next one. Start tekiyah, 2, 3 seconds. Shvarim, between tekiyah and shvarim, breathe. Shvarim itself cannot breathe. 2. You cannot go. 2. This is 100% pasul. So shvarim itself cannot be breathing during shvarim itself. After you finish shvarim, you start the tekiyah, you bring in 2, 3 seconds. Then you breathe again, 3 seconds for tekiyah, 2, breathe again. Shvarim, 3 seconds, 2, shvarim, which is supposed to be taking 3 seconds. Then you breathe again, tekiyah, 2, 3 seconds. After you finish the second line, you stop, then there is a second paragraph over here. See, this was the first paragraph. You have another paragraph over here between Tashat and Tarat for confession. So people should confess again in their own way without words, just with the mind, with the eyes. After a minute and a half, 2 minutes pass, depends on the people. Some people have a whole list of averot. So you make the rabbi is supposed to make
half an hour.
make a certain amount of time for people to be enough. And before you start Tarat, again you bang, so people will be following with you. Tarat, Tekiyah, supposed to be 2.5 seconds. Try less than 3. It's very hard to be so precise. A little less than 3. Maran says that Tekiyah of Tashat is supposed to be longer a little bit than Tarat. So if this 3 is supposed to be a little less than 3. If you made it 3, it's not pasul. It's kosher, but if you want to make the best. You did the Tekiyah, then you did breathing before you started Tarat. So Tekiyah, 2.5 seconds. Then you go to Truah. Not Shvarim, Tarat. Reish is Truah. Truah is tu. The last voice, don't make tu. So you should not have an interruption between Truah and this Tekiyah. If you will have two, it's again you made shever. And you're not supposed to make shever, you're supposed to make Truah. And then you breathe again after you finish the Truah. There you go to the Tekiyah of the Tarat, which is another 2.5 seconds, and like this you repeat 3 times. Right now, you finished the Tekiyot of Meyoshev. However, Shulchan Aruch says that the main Tekiyot is Tekiyot de Me'omed. Therefore, the rabbi ends to announce, Rabotai, we're going to say the bracha before the shofar. This bracha is taking place until the end of the Tekiyot de Me'omed, of the repetition of Musaf. Not during the Musaf Lahash only. And then you can talk. No. After the repetition Hazara of Musaf, you also blow the shofar during the Hazara. Then the halachically, the bracha finished. However, Kabbalistically, you're supposed to make 101 tekiyot. So therefore, you're going to have another 10 in the Kadishtit Kabbal, which is after Musaf. And you have the last teruah, which is after Alenu Neshabeach. Bayom Echad Ushmo Echad. This one you can go for until tomorrow morning. No problem. So like this, he completed 101 tekiyot, which is the Gematria Michael, which is one stronger koach than Samech Mem. Samech Mem is 100. Samech 60 and Mem is 40. 60 and 40 is 100. So we come with Michael, which is 101. Yag Michael, people say, is 101. 101 is one stronger than 100 in order to knock down the Satan's persecution that day. That's why Kabbalistically, the bracha, Asher Kiddushanu V'Shema Kol Shofar, taking place until after Alenu Neshabeach. That's why people cannot talk. It's not a joke. This is the power that we have against the Satan. If a person is talking, he's making interruption. Okay? Part 2 still coming soon. Another part is that the Kubalim telling us, and Rav Yosef also brings it, that when you hold the shofar, it's supposed to be held on the right side, not on the left side. It says, what's the reason? It says, Vayamod Satan limino. There is a pasuk that says the Satan wants to knock down our stronger side, which is the yamin. That's why the shofar that knocks down the Satan, mebalbel him, it's on the yamin side supposed to be. On the left side, it says we already knocked him down with the mitzvah of tefillin. The power of tefillin already took care of the left side. Therefore, the shofar is supposed to be on the right side, not in the middle, not on the left, on the right side. Another point is that Tekiyot de Me'omed, which is standing, the people are supposed to be standing. Therefore, leaning, sometimes the people that next to the teva, they get the benefit of relaxing. They're leaning on top of the teva. It's not good, because it's supposed to be standing. We learned that. Yom teruah yeh lachem. And in Sfirat HaOmer we said, Usfartem lachem me'achel chermesh bakama. Don't read bakama, rather read bakoma. So therefore, you're supposed to be koma, standing. So we learn Gzera Shava from Omer to Shofar, that Shofar is supposed to be standing. During the blowing of the Amidah, over there we follow, says Maran, the opinion of Rabbeinu Tam, which is between the Tashrat, Shvarim, and Tru'ah, the Baal Tokiyah is supposed to breathe. In the sitting one, whenever everybody was sitting, Baal Tokiyah is not supposed to breathe, it's just supposed to stop. He has to be very focused, because if he breathed in one of them and didn't breathe in the other one, he not according to Rabbenotam, not according to the Ramban. Basically, not according to anybody. Pasul b'tekiyat 100%. So Baal Tokiyah has to be very concentrated. The most important mitzvah of Rosh Hashanah is not the apple in the honey. Most important mitzvah is Yom Teruah Yelachem. In Torah, it doesn't call Rosh Hashanah, is not called Rosh Hashanah. In the Torah, Rosh Hashanah is called the day of blowing. Means to say the main important day, the mitzvah of that day is the day of blowing. So the blowing is supposed to be the most important one. Not the Chazan supposed to be the most important one. Not the Sefer Torah. This is all secondary. It's also needed, but secondary. The most important one is the Shofar. Therefore, pay attention during the Shofar, that Baal Tokiyah is concentration during the sitting sets. Tashat, tashat, tashat. He is not breathing between the Shvarim and Tuah. During the standing one, during the Musaf, when people standing, over there, he's supposed to breathe. He did Shvarim. Again. Understood? So between the Shin and Reish, Baal Tokiyah has to be breathing. Now, the community, the people, supposed to be following the Hazan and not supposed to think about sins, about confession, of Vidui at that time. At that time, he has to know where is the Baal Tokiyah is holding. Is he holding in Tkiyah? Is he holding in Shvarim? Is he holding in Tkiyah or Shvarim the first set? Or is he holding in Tkiyah or Shvarim the second set? Or in the third set? Where is he holding? You're supposed to be having in mind, like you are, the Tokiyah yourself. Like the Tokiyah cannot be confused. He has to be concentrated. I'm holding right now here. He cannot blow here and think about this one. He cannot blow here and think about that one. It's supposed to be known. I'm blowing right now Tkiyah of the second Tashrat. I'm blowing right now the Tkiyah of the third Tashrat. So to the people, if you want to fulfill the mitzvah 100%, have to be concentrated. So therefore, all eyes supposed to be in the Sidurim. And the rabbi could give a little speech before a minute or two, explain to people, Abotai, this staff stands for Tkiyah. Two. This Shin so stands for Shvarim. Two. This Reish so stands for Teruah. Two. Yeah, this Tkiyah, Taf stands for Tkiyah. Two. So like this, people will know the language that you are blowing right now, and like this, they will be able to follow. After you finish this set, you stop, people confess. That's the time for confession, between the sets, not during the blowings of the shofar. And Rabbi Nachman Mibreslev says that the most important part during the shofar, during the listening of the shofar, you're having in mind, besides the fact that you follow the halachic point, following Zadis to do, another point is, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we are so happy that today you're announcing yourself as the king in the whole world. Adonai Malach Malchuto Bakol Mashallah. The whole today, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we are inaugurating you as the king. And if your father is the king, you're on the good side. But you have to feel and be happy that my father today is getting to be inaugurated as the king of the world. So when a person feels that like that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, if you feel like your father, I'm going to have rahmanut on you, I'm going to have mercy on you, like a father has on his children. Baruch Adonai La'olam. Amen ve'amen.